Oh my goodness, it's a hot day today. It's actually not 97, probably more like 93, but the heat wave is on here in the Carolinas. And I'm do something a little different. This is actually quite possibly a new chapter I'm beginning in my life. As you all know, longtime fans of the channel, and I lost my wife to cancer a year and a half ago. It's been over 2 years now since she's even been in my house. And probably for the last year, maybe a little more than a year, I've been talking to someone, and basically, you know, she reached out to me because I really had no one to talk to or go to, you know, other than my parents. And, you know, you can only talk about so much to your folks, and they're up there in age, you know, they're both 71. And yeah, just, you know, she had watched some of my videos of, you know, what I was going through financially earlier in 2017, and she reached out to me back, I'm going to say probably end of April, beginning of May. Never knew her before. As you know, she's never even, you know, been on my channel, but we've just communicated. Mostly it started by email, and I think after a month we probably, you know, started talking by phone. So really we've been talking to each other now for about a year. And, you know, later last year she decided, hey, maybe, you know, I'd like to come down and visit you, you know, come visit me. And I'm thinking, yeah, sure. You know, I mean, my emotions, you know, and I've made that abundantly clear, you know, on my channel, that you know, last year, really the last couple of years have been very, very difficult for me. You know, just trying to deal with the situation that was going on at hand while my late wife was sick, and trying to, I guess, you know, continue on with this channel. And then as life events happen, you know, continuing to move forward. That's been, I'll tell you what, that's been, you know, this has been the most difficult challenge I've ever had to deal with. And behind the scenes, while I've been making my videos for the last year, year and a half, you know, really for the last year, she's basically been my anchor by phone, so to speak. And, you know, someone to talk to, because, and, you know, might be a little too much information, but she, you know, she was actually engaged, but lost her fiance to a drunk driver over 2 years ago. So in a sense, you know, we kind of consoled each other. Probably she did more so for me, because you know, I had to resort to my submarine training to kind of deal with what I was going through, just, you know, try to mentally adapt to these drastic changes in my life. And again, behind the scenes, she was, you know, giving me that strength in conversation, and you know, just talking. I mean, we talked for hours, just this, that, and the other. I mean, about everything. We pretty much know a lot about each other, but yet we've never met. This has strictly been phone conversation and email. You know, when she reached out to me, I really had not even thought about another relationship. What am I going to do? You know, who, you know, what am I going to do with the next person that comes into my life? How am I going to be able to cope with my feelings from the past? You know, and that's still an issue now. You know, things are still kind of fresh for me now. I don't know if it's too soon or whatever. I guess that remains to be seen. I feel like I'm ready. You know, my main focus is basically trying to stabilize my life, which I've done. The job hunt still ongoing. But again, behind the scenes, behind it all, has been this woman that has, you know, really helped me to get strength back and confidence in myself again, to move on, move forward. And yeah, we decided that, hey, maybe if you wanted to come down, I'd be glad to show you around and, stay here for a few weeks, and we'll see what happens from there. I feel pretty good that, maybe something could develop, long term. But, again, for right now, I'm like, hey, I'm ready to move on, move forward. And I think, again, you're gonna be introduced to her. Of course, she's probably not going to be she probably won't be, or doesn't want to be in a lot of my videos. I mean, she'll be in a majority of them. I mean, we're going to be going out and around, and I'll be vlogging along the way. But yeah, I think, this is going to be rather fun. And I mean, I'll be honest, I'm nervous. I mean, we've talked, we pretty much know each other by phone, but again, you meet someone in person. It's kind of like, you hope you don't screw up. Did I brush my teeth? Did I have any unwanted, nose hairs? Or, you start kind of nitpicking on stuff. You want to kind of give that, perfect first impression. And I guess in a sense, I'm just being me. I'm actually wearing a shirt that actually she sent me. Today's date is June 16. Tomorrow is my birthday. That was another reason I think that she wanted to come down, was to celebrate my birthday. And again, 2 years ago, I was in Mexico, spending what would be my last birthday with my wife in Mexico. Last year was just with friends, and I was still going through a lot. I was starting to talk to her then. And of course, I had a lot of old friends from way back in the 90s that came over, and it was just like a birthday party. This year, it's going to be just her and I. We're going to be probably, just doing stuff, together, and, see what happens, probably go around the town, whatever happens, everything's going to be on the fly. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, and again, I'm excited and I'm nervous, but I figured I'd go ahead and give you an intro as to what's happening here. This video probably won't be going up until my birthday. Again, want to review everything and let her watch it, make sure that there's nothing too personal out there. But yeah, I'm just gonna basically record the trip up to the airport, pick her up, introduce her, and then record the trip home. So we probably won't go too much into detail about our personal, anything personal. So I mean, if you guys ask questions, I'll try to answer them, but at the same time, this is something new, this is something fresh, and I don't want to get too, I don't want to divulge too much personal information about her, about us, or whatever. So that's something I'm going to kind of need to work on myself. So anyway, I'm sitting here in the air conditioning, getting ready to head to the airport now. The flight was supposed to get in about 1, but it was delayed. So she texted me, and yeah, she probably won't get in till maybe 1:30, 1:45. So yeah, currently though, I mean, it's about 12:40, 12:45. So I'm going to head up early because I need to refresh myself with the airport layout. They've done a lot of construction work up there, and I think they're still doing construction work, and find the short-term parking garage and all that, so that way I can meet her at the baggage claim and help her with her bags and stuff, and then we'll be coming back home. So yeah, for the next 3 weeks till July 7, it's going to be a new series of vlogs with someone new in my life. So I hope you all welcome her, and again, a lot of people, a lot of my old fans, am I going back to Mexico? And no, I probably will not be going back. I went back in January, as you all know, and I wanted to see how things felt for me. And I mean, yeah, the family's the same. They all still think I'm part of the family, but it's not the same for me. I pretty much said my goodbyes to everybody because I will probably not go back, quite possibly ever. Never say never, but this is again a new chapter in my life, and I need to concentrate on that. I need to focus, move forward, and going back to Mexico for me is like opening up old wounds. It's painful for me. So that's the reason I will probably not be going back to Mexico. So hopefully, you fans will understand. But yeah, it's time to move forward, move on, and maybe we'll, if things work out, we'll continue, travels, but we'll be traveling other places. So we'll see what happens. So anyway, I've been rambling for about 10.5 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready to hit the road, and I'll introduce you to the new woman in my life. Say hello, Kate.
Hi.
Picked her up at the airport. You want to talk about your flight? How entertaining that was?
Oh, it was awful.
What?
It was awful. They were, how late were they? Half an hour late.
Half an hour late.
Yeah.
And then you had to wait on the tarmac for.
They finally came, and we flew back here, and we had to wait for another half an hour because the plane ahead of us wasn't done unloading.
Man.
So we had to wait for that, and then we were just sitting around for what, I don't know why. We were just, I don't know.
Yeah, welcome to Charlotte. That's American Airlines for you. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got a lot of history with them.
And they let you go at one end of the airport, and you have to walk all the way to Timbuktu to get
to the
the
other end.
baggage claim. See, it's not like that in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, well, we're going to get back after fighting with traffic. I was already telling her about the traffic, which you already saw on the way up, and I hate Charlotte traffic. I mean, I just try to avoid this city.
I hate the airport, and I've never been here before.
Yeah, the construction going on.
Yeah.
It's been going on now for a couple of years, honestly.
And they're not done?
Actually, it's probably state tax dollars. It's not affecting me because, I'm in South Carolina, but this is North Carolina. So, yeah, the politics. Yep, exactly. So we're going to head on out and head home. Well,